Over 25 Nigerian soldiers allegedly feared death in Orlu over gun battle with unknown gunmen. And in a similar development, gunmen on rampage, 12 policemen allegedly killed in 24 hours in AkwaIbom&Rivers states. Remember, in 24 hours. Even as Premium Times also reports that 16 police officers allegedly killed in Nigeria last week, making reference to the people called UGM, also unknown gunmen. You're welcome to Africa's channel. Please, if you're joining us on this very channel for the very first time, don't hesitate to help us, support us in your own little way. Just click the subscribe button and make sure you click the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our subsequent updates. Don't forget to drop your comment at the end of the video and give us a like for the video. Thank you, and may Elohim bless you for your support. Now let's dive in. Over 25 Nigerian soldiers allegedly feared death in Orlu over gun battle with unknown gunmen. A report by journal reporters. Journal reporters work with family writers, and family writers are a media arm of Ipob. The report has it that soldiers of the Nigerian army have been at the mercy of the dreaded unknown gunmen in Orlu in the past few days. According to a statement released by FWPI on Sunday, it confirmed that over 25 of the military personnel have been killed. However, it noted that there is an order by the military to censor or restrict the publication of soldiers killed by media houses. That has always been their way now. The statement read, and I quote, "Family Writers Press International can authoritatively confirm that over 25 Nigerian soldiers as at press time have so far lost their lives in a battle at Orlu in Imo State, Biafra land, within the last 48 hours. Intelligence gathered from a reliable source has it that the deployed Nigerian soldiers have been engaged in a fierce confrontations since hostility began. Reports of engagement have completely been censored. Recall that within the past few days, truckloads of the Nigerian soldiers with heavy weaponry were moved to Orlu to kill, maim, and destroy. Many unarmed, innocent civilians have been subjected to days of grueling dehumanization and summary executions by the soldiers under the guise of searching for non-gunmen and the operatives of the Eastern Security Network, ESN. The militarization policy of the Nigerian government in Imo State stemmed from the support and the encouragement of rascality, terroristic and vampiric activities of Fulani killer herdsmen that have killed many citizens and destroyed unquantifiable number of properties. The Nigerian security forces, on the other hand, have engaged in the relentless and unprovoked killing of Biafrans, which precipitated the emergence of the Eastern Security Network and the unknown gunmen to stand in defense of justice and the rights of the helplessly oppressed indigenous people. The general public has so unfortunately been forced to believe in the concocted and grossly biased Nigerian media reportage of the exact developments arising from the ongoing hostilities. Why has the Nigerian military blatantly ordered a total blackout of media publications of its own casualties in the fight, if not to shield the truth and float a punctured propaganda? It is shamefully despicable that the totally terrorist-ravaged north by Boko Haram, Islamic States of West Africa, Province Swap, bandits and herdsmen, all of Fulani stock, has been abandoned by the Nigerian military only to flood down to the east, Biafra land, a relatively peaceful region, to flex muscles against the civilian populace. How the whole episode will eventually end remains to be seen, but let it be noted that the Nigerian army is daily suffering censored casualties with a number of its equipments equally destroyed. Family Writers Press International. Have you seen it? This is according to the Family Writers Press International, a media arm of IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. There is something that is very, very clear. One thing is very, very clear. I only pity people who are so daft to reason. People who swallow hook, line, and sinker all the trash that the Nigerian media is throttling, all their garbage that they are throttling to deceive the general public. We know that our boys are gallant. The ESN that came to rescue people are gallant. And not even to talk of the real fights that the unknown gunmen gave them a few days ago. Because although we are not actually interested in what they're going or in their engagement with unknown gunmen, but for the fact that they are terrorizing our people, molesting our people, and extrajudicially taking advantage of them, we have to call our own boys, ESN, to come and step up and make sure that peace and normalcy is restored. When we started noticing their extrajudicial molestations and killings of innocent people, the ESN had to step in to make sure that our properties and lives are safeguarded, and that is our concern. And we believe from reliable sources, just like this write-up now by family writers, we believe that a number of their military hardwares, armor, tanks, and most of other tools that they came with were not just burnt down, but the guys helped them. They collected it from them and helped them preserve it so that they don't use it to injure another person again, just like they're using it to terrorize our communities. Coupled with the ones seized by UGM, Nigerian army are committing atrocities. They are committing terrorism. The act of terrorist is what they are very, very good at. Now, the second part of the news. Gunmen on the rampage, 12 policemen killed in 24 hours in AkwaIbom&Rivers State or so. With riders, officer's wife also murdered, patrol vehicles burnt, rifles carted away. Wicked cries, we won't succumb to secessionist agenda. 34 deaths in 14 days. Adeboye's wife also reacts, saying, guns cannot help us. Yes, the separate incidents which had the imprint of previous attacks allegedly saw gunmen attacking the personnel at their duty post in the early hours of the day. In Akwa Ibom, gunmen allegedly attacked the divisional police headquarters located in Ipob village, Inni local government area, Inni, not Inni, killing 5 policemen on duty. 7 were shot dead in Rivers State. Rattled Governor Nyesom Wike called an emergency meeting to discuss the killings, but said no amount of intimidation will cause Rivers to succumb to secessionist agenda. Okay, we are waiting, we are watching. It was gathered that the AkwaIbom attackers struck at about 2:45 a.m. yesterday. The incident happened exactly 1 week after hoodlums attacked Ikono police station, police divisional headquarters, where they killed 2 policemen. The latest attack brought the total number of policemen killed in May alone. Today is 9th. In May alone, in the state to 7, and just barely 1 week old. A policeman's wife was also killed in the attack that allegedly saw gunmen setting patrol vehicles ablaze. According to sources in the area, the attackers stormed the police station in 2 buses and a Sienna bus. A statement by the chairman of the local government area, Mr. Israel Idai, said some police officers also sustained severe injuries during the attack. Idai commended the youth of the local government area for raising the alarm, saying it helped to reduce the number of casualties recorded. The statement obtained by Sunday Vanguard reads, the unknown gunmen who came in 2 buses and a Sienna car filled with armed men numbering more than 40 arrived in the local government area with sophisticated weapons, broke into the police facility at precisely 2:45 a.m., killed 5 policemen on duty, burned vehicles, and inflicted injuries on others. He said he was at the scene of the incident for an on-the-spot assessment. And in his words, he said, yes, there was an attack at the divisional police headquarters, Odoro Ikpe, in the local government area. 6 persons, including 5 officers and a wife of an officer, were killed. I am at the station as we speak right now. In other developments, 7 corpses in Rivers. In Rivers, facts emerged on how gunmen allegedly killed about 7 policemen the attackers had at about 10 p.m. Friday, murdered the policemen at different points in 2 local government areas. They were said to have attacked Rumuji Police Station, Police Divisional Headquarters in Emoha, and Elimbu Police Station in Obiakpo local government area. The gunmen also attacked 2 security checkpoints, C4R security formations on East-West Road and another at Obakere Junction in the same Emoha local government area. Sunday Vanguard learned the gunmen allegedly burnt patrol vehicles and carted away over 8 rifles belonging to the police. A police source said the hoodlums wore mobile police uniforms. They also drove patrol vehicles to the scenes. A police source said an assistant superintendent of police ASP and an inspector were killed at a C4I checkpoint in Emoha. 2 AK-47 rifles were said to have been snatched from them while a petrol van was set ablaze. Now, for those beheaded at Rumuji Police Station, at Rumuji Police Divisional Headquarters, gunmen allegedly beheaded their victims after killing them. A special constabulary sustained injuries. At the station, the invaders snatched 2 AK-47 rifles and set ablaze a petrol van before they were repelled by soldiers, making them abandon their Hilux van. Okay, wait till they got repelled by soldiers and they abandoned their Hilux vans. That means they must have used leg now to sneak out or to run Comodia. Now, how come none of them was able to be arrested by the so-called soldiers now? I mean, what kind of news is this? Why are they feeding me with all this kind of trash? Okay, I continue. 4 rifles were said to have been allegedly stolen from the station. Meanwhile, Rivers State Police Command has launched a manhunt for the attackers. Now, you're telling me you repelled the hoodlums, according to your news, according to you, and at the same time, they stole some things. They completed the operation. Was it after they had completed the operation that they repelled them? Nigeria security outfit and operatives. The 3rd attack at Elimbu Police Divisional Headquarters was equally resisted by the police, though 3 officers were killed. Imagine, you resisted the attack, but 3 officers were killed. In that attack, the serious fire engagement made them abandon their bullet-riddled Hilux van. Okay. Now, according to a police spokesman, he said the continued engagement by the police also forced them to abandon the Sienna car they were using to escape at the refinery junction, while their remnants escaped with bullet wounds. In the meantime, the corpses of the fallen heroes, that is the corpses of the fallen policemen, have been evacuated and deposited in the mortuary, while the Commissioner of Police CP Eboka Friday, who led members of his management team and tactical commanders to the respective scenes this morning for an on-the-spot assessment, has launched a serious manhunt for the perpetrators with a view to apprehending the culprits and bringing them to justice. We hope so. We hope that is done as soon as possible and not just as usual. In Rivers, Nweke said Rivers can't succumb to secessionist agenda. Yes, that is a very nice statement, and went on to urge the residents of Rivers to be calm as the Security Council had taken measures to secure the state. Does Nweke mean that the Rivers state was not being secured all this while? Well, that's by the way. In fact, I want to conclude this news by force. The news doesn't want to finish, but I want to cut it and conclude by force. Now, in May, Vanguard reported that 67 security agents comprising the police, navy, and prison wardens. What happened to our gallant Nigerian soldiers now? You did not count them join? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is how the cookie crumbles. On behalf of the masses parliament, I personally want to urge every security personnel, every Nigerian security operatives, and all the military and paramilitary outfits to go about their normal businesses, because we are on top of this very situation. We are doing all we can to restore peace, order, and normalcy across the length and breadth of Biafra land, both in South-South and Southeast. We urge you once again to go about your normal businesses, and we are promising you that the perpetrators of these dastardly and hideous crimes will be brought to book. We assure you. Please, we condemn this in strong terms. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video or listening. May Elohim bless you, and please, very much important, don't go without subscribing and clicking like. Drop your comment most importantly, and may God bless you.
All hail Biafra.